And welcome to another edition of Very Easy League presented by Metal Gear Speedrunners. The last Week 9 matchup on the docket this evening is Tino versus Tyler. We have Mayu-chan and Platonic Guy on commentary. Take it away.
Hello, guys.
That's the first thing you hear. We didn't even get to speak. Oh.
Huh?
Wow. All right.
What
Do you want
happened?
to speak, Maya? That's Tito's turbo sound.
I don't even have it on.
Oh, you didn't have the audio on. You didn't hear it.
No, I didn't have the audio on. I only have one on. This is Tyler, but wait.
All right, they're starting. Tino versus Tyler, last match of Week 9.
I have to listen to that now when he deactivates it.
Oh, we're gonna hear it all for the whole race.
Yes. I will just turn his sound on for a sec.
Oh. All right. I'm looking forward to this race because I'm playing Tino tomorrow, so I want to see what he's capable of.
So you can
just do some research, what he's like. Yeah. Even though I've already seen him run the game 1,000 times.
Sneak a little sneak peek on his abilities.
Yep. I believe both players are still fighting for a place in the playoffs. I don't know if it's guaranteed for either of them. Hopefully the lives can correct me on that.
I can take a glance on that as well.
Yeah. We are approaching the end of...
Okay, Lime's just corrected us. Just was faster. Tyler is on the outside looking in, and Tino is on the 7th. So we have Tyler on the 9th. And
alright, anyways, so they're both getting into Olga now. Tino got a right side Olga, so that's used for him. Tyler got left, but she didn't loop, so he's going to lose a bunch of time here already. Yeah. Not the start he wanted. And he didn't even get any shots on her when she went left, so there's a huge time loss for him as Tino finishes the fight.
Tino's Olga, standard, like you love to see it.
Yeah, there's the sound.
Now I have to...
Yep.
Did he really make this his turbo sound? No, that's not it.
We're not going to be able to speak. I'm going to have to mute Tino. I can't listen to him.
Yes. He definitely gave us a laugh at that.
Do I need to do a live version of it?
Please don't.
Okay.
Please. Okay, but both finished their Olga. They're heading their way down to down the ship now.
Yeah, pretty much it's just a race to see who gets into guard rush first. It's just taking the most direct path. The worst thing that could happen before guard rush is a mess up in engine room. I believe Tino goes for the older strat, so he's going to be a little bit safer. I think Tyler might have started using the riskier swag strat, so he will gain at least 1 second back if he executes it correctly.
Yeah, but he could also lose a lot of time if he does not execute it right and gets kicked.
Yeah.
That's a risk to the newer setup.
No, he's going for the traditional setup, so we have pretty much the identical engine rooms from both players.
2 1974 strats. And Tino comes out a little bit ahead. I mean, no, I won't say anything.
Tino has a really nice roll into that cutscene where you don't lose any momentum. So he definitely minimizes the time loss for going for that strat.
Yeah.
As he begins to drop frames.
Yeah. Okay, what I wanted to say, yet no ship blow up has happened. I did not want to say it before both went through it because I did not want to commentate as cursed.
Yeah, we have 2 more weeks to go. Anything could happen.
Yeah. I'd just like to remember when Tino played versus Makarov, one of the commentators stated no one blew up the ship yet. And then both blew it up. Yeah. Both having a nice deck too. No alert. And now Tino is the first one to get into his guard rush.
Yeah, guard rush, 4 guards, and then the final 3. You want to get these first 3 as fast as possible, especially the one in the back, which Tino did. Headshot at the last 3, so pretty much a perfect guard
Really
rush from him.
nice.
Oh, I think he had a good
Did
one.
he?
Oh no, the
No.
guard in the back didn't die. So I think he shot him twice, though. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he shot him twice instead of 3 times.
Nice one punch.
Oh no! Tino!
He has to take a continue. I think he's trying to save him. Oh god. Oh no, he's going for the backup.
What's the backup for that?
He's just gonna walk to the load zone. Tyler gets a good ladder glitch. So he can make up all this time, Tyler.
Oh,
yep, he's through.
That was a really... I never saw this backup before, but it looked really funny. A really
Sorry,
nice backup.
I said Tyler, I meant Tino.
And he's dropping frames on his dominoes, but got through really nice. While Tyler's going for the more...
Oh
no! He rolled too early and was walking on the noisy tile.
Yeah, it's one of those that as soon as it happens, you know even before you take a step. You roll too early, you're still on the noisy floor, that guard's going to hear it and he spots you. So let's continue.
Oh no. This time he's through.
We did see 2-spot from Tino, which is always risky in a race, but I think his 2-spot were good anyways. Yep, he's through.
Okay, Tino's photos were nice. He got them all. Let's see how Tyler's photos look. But like I saw it, they also look solid.
Yep.
Yeah. Both out of tanker now. And we are starting to get into the plant section. The plant section.
What a scary tank chapter from both players.
Yeah. The plant section of the game is like another little tutorial, because at the beginning of the game you have the choice to either go for tank or plant, tank only or plant only. And because you have this choice, they implemented this little tutorial section at the beginning.
Yeah, there's even an Easter egg call with the kernel, with how the beginning of the docks kind of resembles sneaking no weapon 1 from VR1.
Oh,
so
does it?
Yep. This part right before you go to the node, if you notice at the boxes there's openings, it kind of resembles the very first level of sneaking no weapon 1. There's even a codec that references it.
Okay. Tino opting for the M9. I'm not sure if Tyler will do the same.
I like how he cartwheeled into the wall during that codec. It didn't really matter anyways.
Yeah. Even if there's like nothing much you can do anyway. There's like 2 ways of doing it. You can go back and grab the M9, which most players do, or you can make the guards look stupid.
He also picked up the extra M9 plus just for extra swag.
Yeah.
Oh, you do have to be careful of your timing though. Yeah.
Okay.
If you do go for those extra M9 bullets, the timing is a little bit tighter.
But it worked out fine for him. Yeah, now we are in a really calm part. Not much happening right now. But what you saw Tyler do, he ended the tanker on Solcom, and because of the internal memory of the game still thinks you have your M9 on previous, which is a little menu trick. We also do it a second time. After the Stillman cutscene, when we get our coolant, we can do the same. Our M9 will still be on previous for that one.
Tyler did not equip his M9 though, so he's not going to get the extended menu trick after Stillman. I think Tino didn't even bother equipping his M9.
No, he was
so
just rolling through the guard.
So he's still going to get it anyways. I believe Tyler's not even on turbo. I think Tino is. Yeah, well, Tino definitely is. We already know from the. So yeah, the turbo. We mostly, when it comes to the run, there's not many areas where turbo is actually incredibly useful. The reason we use it is that for codex, it is actually faster than double tapping square, and for cutscene skips as well. But in terms of actual gameplay, it's not the most useful thing. There are exceptions to the rule, though.
There's the first exception which comes to mind is the torture scene, especially on higher difficulties.
On Euro.
Yeah. For me,
V-
it's like I can
on
mash for like this 10 seconds on VE. Oh, Tino having a bit of trouble, but back up, shoots the guard.
Yeah. On VE, when you mentioned the torture sequence, you'll actually see some runners intentionally take damage just because of how easy it is to get through that section.
Yeah. For me, it's like I can mash these 10 seconds on VE, but everything which is longer.
Oh, he got it. He went for the fancy cartwheel through that door. He actually found the setup for that. If you
really
just
nice.
hold D-pad, I think it's down right, you'll mostly get that setup.
Really nicely done.
I guess we forgot to mention this. We've seen runners do different bomb disposal routes, specifically with the box. We call it the conveyor belt route. But in this case, both players just opted to go for the traditional clockwise route, which doesn't involve any boxes.
Yeah. The conveyor belt route makes you perform a glitch, which lets you get on the conveyor belt in the Strut E puzzle room, which Tino is in right now again. And by performing this glitch and having the right box equipped, you can warp towards rooms. There are currently 2 known setups for that.
Oh, bit an awkward room, but we're getting into Tino's favorite room of the game, EF connecting bridge. I'm just going to stay quiet while we see what he tries to do.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
A bit shaky with that coolant rise, but he picked up the Claymore and got a damage cancel. A Tino special.
I guess for Tyler we will see a bit more of a traditional setup for that.
Yeah, I imagine he'd either go for the fancy pickup or just go around.
Yeah, go around. I guess he will go around and pick it up on the way back. But right now I'm wondering if Tino adapted the Claymore computer room, because he never picked up a Claymore before and now he did. Tino is in one of the more precise rooms right now, which is Strut A. Normally, the game wants you to go around and defuse the bomb from the other side, but if you are in the right spot, I cursed it. I'm sorry. If you're in the right spot, you can defuse the bomb from the side where Tino was standing on.
Some awkward movements, but the audio, there is an audio cue too when you know you're in the right position. You can hear the bomb being you can hear the bomb being actually diffused when you're from the other side. Oh, even Tyler had issues with it.
Oh,
Oh,
Tyler really struggling getting this position right.
there you got it.
There we go.
You can see he was trying to line himself up against the pipe. You basically need to be stuck on that pipe as much as possible to get it. It's a little bit precise to get that line.
Yeah.
So Tino is pretty much. He has one more bomb left until he's done with bomb disposal, and then he picks up Sensor B going to Fortune. Tyler has 2 more bombs remaining.
Exactly. And it was found like not even too long ago in the VE tournament, which was held in March or May, one of the two.
I think May. So about
May.
6-7 months ago.
Yeah, that it's actually faster to defuse the last bomb first and pick up the sensor after, which is only because of a codec delay you get if you pick up the sensor first and defuse the bomb after.
Tino tried to go for a fancy cartwheel into that sensor, but he missed.
And he missed.
So he definitely lost some time there. Like you said, that thing about defusing the bomb first, it's only a 1 second time save at best. So messing up that cartwheel basically just eats up at the time. Oh, Tyler went for the sensor B first, then the bomb. I think he just forgot. It's happened to me before where like just old ways just take over and you forget that this is actually the strat now. So what's going to happen to Tyler now, and you're going to actually see why this is a time save the way we do it now. As soon as he exits this room, Raiden's going to be stuck for like a second or so until the codec plays in.
Yeah. But nice from Tyler that he realized that he picked up the sensor first, and there are some codecs called mandatory codecs where you can preemptively hold select if you get into the load zone to instantly answer the codec, which saves you a little bit of time if you do it. I don't like cartwheeling in the deep sea docks. At least not in the room where all the boxes are.
Yeah, it can be awkward. Tino's cartwheeling like 27 times extra than you should actually be cartwheeling. And it looks like he's way too close to the wall.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh!
No!
He even stopped because he knew his position. Oh, that's at minimum 5 seconds of time loss.
Yeah, but if you press circle and dive, you lose even more. So good on him that he did not press circle there.
Yeah, because he also got the codec where Colonel explains how to swim. But he's starting the Fortune fight. That was a bit awkward, but he's fine. I think he's still in the same position anyways.
This is, I guess, BM ended that one first, where you crouch down just to adjust yourself to the right.
Basically, the setup is line yourself up in such a way that she destroys the forklift, which is the number one time save for this fight. If you don't get her to destroy that forklift as early as possible, then the fight can go on for a really long time.
Yeah.
You're going to see Tyler doing the exact same setup. He went into FPV. I guess he just wanted to see if he was in the right position. This won't matter anyways if he's on the correct line. can see after they destroyed the forklift, they're like positioning themselves in specific ways. You want her to destroy the brown boxes and the yellow barrels to ideally save even more time in this fight. Tino and Tyler did it in different ways. Tyler did it the way that most of us do it. Tino has his own setup, which is actually a little bit faster because he does have the IL world record using this method.
I didn't know that he had the AL record.
Yeah,
Oh no, Tino got blown up getting the shafts. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. So they're on their way to Fatman right now. One more bomb to.
Tino has a little movement hiccup, but nothing too bad.
It's one of the areas in this game. Oh, Tyler's going for Chaffless.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it. That this is one of the areas in the game where like the fixed camera can play against you. Can't really see where you're going. So you can see Tino blew up that Claymore earlier, and he picked up the one in the middle. Very nice lines for EF, as good as it gets. Because he blew up the Claymore earlier, and he picked up the one, the top one as well. But Tyler's going to lose a little bit of time here because he has to pick up that bottom Claymore.
Really nice pickup into coolant rise. A coolant rise is performed by us to skip the animation when Raiden gets up. Like you also saw Tino do it right there after his bomb. So we if we lay down or and equip the coolant, stand up and instantly unequip the coolant for that, it will skip the animation of Raiden standing up.
Perfect Batman by Tino.
Yeah. Really nice.
Wow, that's as far away as possible.
Yeah,
for that bomb.
I was
interesting.
concerned for a second that he wasn't close enough.
You know, if it wasn't for the fast bomb on that bomb there, then that would probably be the fastest way to do that. Both of them are going for lethal Fatman, as we saw with Tino earlier. Both of them getting decent RNG, a decent fight by Tyler. He went for slow bomb there. I think he went for slow bomb for all of them on purpose to defuse them from as far away as possible. He also got the slow bomb there, which is unfortunate. Tino's pretty much done with all the bombs in the game right now, so it's just moving on to the next section, which is finding aims.
Any predictions?
I imagine. Wow, that's a very nice cartwheel.
Yeah, these look so cool if you get them.
I'm gonna go for southwest for Tino.
Nice use of D-pad by Tino there, by the way. You can use on the EF bridge if you're going into the shell 1 core. You can press left and down on the D-pad and have a perfect line through all these claymores on the bridge.
Yeah.
But there are a few people who use analog, aka a few people who are crazy.
Oh, awkward pickup.
Yeah.
I don't know if you just mentioned this about the AK. Usually the game wants you to go pick up the AK from Strat F, but then it gives you on very easy exclusively. You can actually just take a shortcut and pick it up from here instead. So yeah, you were right. Tino is going for Claymore strats.
Yeah.
Basically, we're going to lose a little bit of time having to shoot that Claymore, but getting an alert there, and then having it transition to evasion, means that the assault team units are going to go and investigate where the alert was caused, which happened to be in the elevator, And while there are guards in the elevator, the game will not close the door, so it keeps it open. It eliminates the
elevator
orange,
RNG.
the elevator RNG, basically.
Tyler going for the traditional setup without a claimer.
Yeah. Which, in theory, this is faster only if you get a fast elevator RNG. It is slower on average because you will get a slow elevator.
Oh!
Oh no, Tino. Oh no. Oh no, Tino. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks of wow.
Oh no!
Oh, he's gonna drag the guard all the way there. This is one of the worst places to get an alert because you can't just exit easily and you need a guard alive for the retinal scanner. So Tyler's gonna go ahead. Just like that.
Yeah. You really hate to see it. You may ask yourself if it...
Tyler's ahead. Just like that. So Tino has to wait for this guard to wake up now. He needs the coolant spray.
Yeah. Wouldn't it have been faster for Tino
Oh,
to...
Tyler, near perfect aim. So that's practically perfect. He got kicked! Okay, he's fine. He's fine.
Oh god, he finally got it. I'm asking myself if it actually would have been faster for him to use the elevator in the evasion he got.
I think the guard would have still been knocked out. They wouldn't just wake up by the time you come back, but I'm not sure. I want to see what sort of RNG Tino gets because he needs good RNG now.
And he does not get it at all.
He got Northwest worst possible case. That's not what he needed. He got a fast elevator, Tyler, there, but he had to get rid of the guard as well. So yeah, the race just flipped like that. Tyler is now a few rooms ahead, even though a minute ago he was a few rooms behind.
But this is something you really hate to see because this is one of the biggest time losses in the whole run if this happens to you. Tino now making his exit out of Shell 1.
So unfortunately, unlike the AK, we have to go to Strut F to pick up the PSG one. There is no shortcut, just like every other difficulty. And we only need the PSG one for 2 areas in the game. Sniping later on, and for now we need it in to shoot the control units off one cipher on the Shell 1-2 connecting bridge. That's all we need the sniper for in this game.
Yeah, which is... You can't change it. The game loves backtracking.
Tino also doesn't have enough AK ammo, which means he'll have to pick up the AK ammo after Vamp 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, most likely he'll have to pick up both. He's also taking very risky lines on EF, but because he got rid of both Claymores earlier, he can afford to do that. Alright, Shell 1-2 connecting bridge. First up, Tyler. Basically, destroy the control units so that you can move on to the next section, and then the one boss fight that everyone dreads on this difficulty, Harrier. Oh, he almost shot the bird. He almost pulled a Joe there.
Yeah, but he adapted from Plywood there. Plywood always goes for...
Oh, I think he was expecting chaffs or something. Maybe he didn't pick them up. So that's going to be a bit weird if he's not used to chaffless. All right, Harrier. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's low damage. Low damage 5. So he's going to lose at least 14-ish seconds. That +1 didn't hit, but it was all about the low damage 5 shots. So this is a chance for Tino to get 15 seconds back.
Tino also having some struggles with his menus.
All right, Tino. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not gonna
He
hit.
missed.
That's 4 shots.
No.
He did land a +1, so this could be identical Harriers from both
Yeah.
of them. Lands both die shots. So yeah, not what Tino needed, considering he's behind.
I really don't like if the Harrier goes into this phase because the first shot can miss out of nowhere. It's not your fault. It would just
Yeah,
miss.
it's just like pure RNG. Sometimes the game is like, screw you, we're missing.
Yeah.
We saw Tyler equip the M9, so he's getting ready for Chaffless. Oh, Tino! Oh, Tino!
No! Tino!
Oh, you could see like the moment he turned right, he was going for it. But oh, that is
Yeah.
so risky to go for. There's bird poop on those pipes. You slip on them, that's a continue. He's gonna go for it again. Yes, he is. Oh, he got through. He got through.
But what we saw Tyler do was a different approach to the Chefless variant.
Yeah, he basically knocked on the wall to make the guard turn a bit. That's something you'd see on the higher difficulties.
But it also worked against him. I remember in one race he was going for it and he fell through the panels because he was knocking on the panel which could fall down.
That's so scary to do that cartwheel at the south of the pipes and easily fall. Tino, he has his chaffs from earlier, so he's getting through this room the fastest way possible, and he needs that right now.
He needs every second possible. We also know for both players they're capable of swim glitch. For Tino,
Right.
it's a given that he will go for it. For Tyler, I'm not sure if he will go for it or not.
Tyler has traditionally gone for swim glitch, but I think in VE League he's opted to not go for it as much. But traditionally in the past he has usually gone for it. But we know both players are capable enough to do it. Tino does it all the time. Tyler pretty much made the guide for it. Awkward Nikita
Mr.
pickup.
Nikita. But at least the Nikita had no awkward hitbox the second time he wanted to grab it. Sometimes if you miss the Nikita the first time, the hitbox of the Nikita shrinks to like 1/10 of the original size.
Tino, he's stuck on turbo.
Oh no!
He was trying to get up, he was stuck on the turbo.
Oh.
Interesting that Tyler shot the wall there. That's something you'd see on the higher difficulties to wake up the president, but it's not actually necessary on VE. I guess he just wanted the president to get out of the way to be absolutely sure.
Yeah. I mean, we know it's possible to hit the president.
Yeah. Inserts obligatory joke about how the president takes 2 shots to die in VE.
I did not want to make that joke. I just wanted to say it's possible to hit him. I did not want to make this joke.
We won't mention when it's happened, but it's possible. That's all we'll say.
Yeah.
It was D-Limes.
And we also all know it happened before. We told the story a lot.
Oh, Tino! He shot
Tino!
the wall! God, that's so scary.
Yeah.
That's actually going to put the president in an awkward position.
Yeah.
Yep, okay, he's out of the way.
Tino's early game looked so clean, so nice backups, and now he's just slipping a little bit.
Yeah. Tino's going to need a really good swim glitch and hope that Tyler either opts out of it or goes for it and gets a bad swim glitch.
Yeah. Oh, Tino. I feel so bad for him right now.
Alright, swim glitch coming up for Tyler, but we're going through the elevator apparently. Or at least if he opts to go for swim glitch. If I were him, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I also wouldn't do. Yeah,
Yep, there you
he's
go.
so-
Smart decision. He knows the lead. There's no reason to risk it. So if Tino gets a really good swim glitch, now that's 15-ish seconds that he'll save over Tyler overall, and he needs that right now.
Yeah, but we also know that there are still some hiccups that can happen.
Like that cartwheel into the wall.
Yeah, but also Vamp.
Oh yeah, there's Vamp coming up as well. Alright, Tino's swim glitch, here we go. While Tyler's about to do Vamp 1. Looks like a 2-cycle. Alright, Tyler landed Vamp 1 perfectly, and Tino got a 2-cycle swim glitch, which is pretty much what you want
Yeah.
in a run. So you'll definitely make some time off Tyler from this. And he's not that far off now
No,
because of
definitely
that swim
not.
glitch. He
But
will
he-
lose 8 seconds coming back, don't forget about that, but he's not that
Yeah.
far off now. What a weird race.
Yeah.
Tino only picks up one of the AK ammo boxes, which I mentioned
Oh.
earlier. I believe he only had 2 before he picked that up. So
Yeah.
he has 17. He has to deal with 3 guards and 2 ciphers with 17 AK bullets. That's gonna be awkward.
He has to pick up another one or find a really good backup.
I imagine he should switch to the SOCOM for the cipher bridge. That's the most. That's probably the best option he has.
Or try to pick up the second box with Emma in the room. Something like that.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Tyler's been getting some frame ones. I think he got 2 of them in a row now.
Yeah. No, Tino dropped some frames again, and he's zooming. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna call it here. This will be really close with his AK bullets.
Oh, actually, I think each ammo box is 30, so I think he has 32. BMN corrected me. 32.
Okay.
So he might just be in. He might just have enough. It's gonna be a little bit awkward. He just has to pretty much just don't spray. He needs to be a little bit careful with it.
This would be a good use for turbo normally.
Yeah. So there you go. Tino had to open that door, so he will lose about 8 seconds doing that. Whereas Tyler, because he opted out of swim glitch, will lose time overall compared to Tino's swim glitch, but on that section alone, he gains 8 seconds.
And now we can see the difference between the runners. He left her a bit early.
Yeah.
Maybe he has to regrab?
He choked in between just so it doesn't happen. Oh my god. I thought he got stuck with the elevator with the turbo again.
Yeah, same. Really smart guards, by the way.
Yeah, it's something that you can only do on the lower difficulties, getting past that third guard. Do not try that on the higher difficulties like Euro, you won't be able to get through. Tyler picked up a chaff there. That's something you'd see on the higher difficulties. You don't really need that chaff.
Maybe
on
he's
PE.
in the Euro mentality right now for some reason.
Yeah, sometimes even if you go for the slower strats, stick to what you know
Yeah.
rather than trying to experiment on the go. That is an awkward Emma bump, but I think it's. Oh no, it's not fine. It's
No.
not fine. Oh, he has to go back and pick up. That's a
No.
huge time loss. That is a weird PPK, but it worked.
Yeah. So there you see, the kick is enough on very easy to knock out the guard. I would just walk through the door normally now. Yeah.
I love watching Tino's runs. You always find the weirdest things. You saw Tyler there going for third person.
I never seen anyone do that before, to be fair.
Yeah, I think Tyler's the only one who goes for that. It's kind of clever just shooting the guards in third person.
He has to be a bit careful because you walk the whole way with Emma. I'm not sure about the guard. Okay, the guard is still looking the other way. So this is fine.
Yeah, that guard, even if you don't do Emma bump, won't see you. Even if you're diffusing the fire, he's blind on VE.
Typical
So Tyler's not standing in the thermal goggles position, the safe position that we have. So there's a good chance that Emma could fall, and that's 7 seconds of time loss.
Tino had some issues with his menus there, but in the end it all turned out well. No alert.
Yeah, that door can be a bit awkward sometimes because it's the
Yeah.
same button to open the door as it is to grab Emma.
That's actually not even a bad idea, equipping your gun too, because you can't grab Emma's hand if you have a gun equipped.
Yeah, I guess because you do have the AK on your menu.
Yeah.
But usually what we do is we just spam triangle. Eventually, what happens is Raiden will go for the door over Emma.
You actually just have to look directly at the door.
Pretty much, yeah. I wonder if we're gonna see Turbo R1 from Tino.
It's Tino, we will see it. I will have nightmares again. You know, I've just gotten over it, and he will give us nightmares once again.
Yep. I guess while we're waiting for sniping section to be over because it's an auto scroller. Do you have anything to say about VE League in general? I have week 10 coming up tomorrow as well.
Yeah. So you're currently watching the Metal Gear Solid 2 Very Easy League. 11 players playing in a round robin style. Okay, Tino.
Nice timing.
Ah! Everyone plays every player once, and then we will have a playoff. The next stream will happen, which is tomorrow, the 17th December, will be pretty hype in my opinion because we have 4 matches on stream, which will be starting with Makarov versus Apache Smash, which will be really interesting because Makarov learned like the final perks of this game from Apache, and we know that he has gotten really good over the course of the league. The second match will be myself against the undefeated D-Lime13. Yeah, this will be a tough one. The third one will be MacMacD versus GoGo BMN. MacMacD still fights for his playoff spot. He's currently in 8th place with 12 points. And if Tyler wins this match, he will actually drop to 9th place because they're just 2 points apart. And the last match will be Tino, the guy you're seeing on the left right now, against Platonic, my nice co-commentator.
Yep.
So tomorrow will be really packed on the stream.
I think it's the first time we're gonna have 4 matches on stream, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
Yep. We only had 3 or 2. Yeah, what we are hoping right now is that we could make it possible to get all 5 matches on stream for the final week.
Yeah, hopefully that happens. That would be nice to see.
It would be really nice to see, but sometimes it won't work out because of work and private stuff happening. I won't look at Tino's screen. Please tell me when his sniping section is over.
Alright, so we can look now.
I have Tyler in full screen now. Just tell me when his sniping is over. Ah, that's nightmare fuel.
That should be the thumbnail for this race.
No. I'm doing the thumbnails. No ice. It won't happen. Tyler.
What if that was secretly a time save and then we all had to do this in our runs?
No! I would rather lose the time. Not gonna lie, I would rather lose the time.
Tyler opted to zoom in and just headshot Vamp 2, which isn't something you usually see. But it is a one-shot kill in BE if you don't feel like tapping left and spamming square.
Or turboing square.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't seem like Tyler is using turbo, so...
No, he's definitely not. I saw his codex, who's answering them normally. That is an interesting cartwheel, and
Yeah.
I think that might be faster. That was really nice. Tyler making his way into Arsenal gear now, while Tino is about to be done with the Emma section. Just has to wait for it to go to the final part.
I can feel Tino on that one so hard. I would love to pull the trigger there. Really nice Vamp 2 by him.
Yeah, we saw the regular way of doing it, tapping left and then just spamming square or turboing square.
Yeah, now Solidus is talking to us. I mean, the guy we never seen before. Oh, Tino only has 9 bullets.
9, oof.
This won't work at all. He has to up to the SOCOM for the second one.
Oh, he stood still just to shoot bullets. This might work. He has 7.
Oh, God.
Maybe. Oh, one bullet remaining.
Oh, my God. I can't believe that worked.
That was risky and it paid off.
Yeah, but it was a bit monk-ass, to be fair. Yeah. Tyler.
Yeah, for anyone wondering why we were kind of panicking, you get shot by that second cipher. You get shot by that second cipher on one of the floors that like falls off. That's a continue. You don't only have to repeat EF connecting bridge. You also have to repeat strike E. That's easily 30 plus seconds at minimum.
Yeah. This is like... I would even say the worst room to get a continue in. Because you go all the way back to after ramp 2.
Yeah, when I started running this game, I was on PB pace once and I got 2 continues there. I still remember that.
I had this happen to me on the PB run as well. But lucky for me, this was the time where my PP was like a 119 or something.
Alright, Jejanum for Tyler. Got the card
Nice,
wheel over the guard. A bit awkward that he has to step over him, but he got through the gap. He should be fine. That's pretty much what Tino needed. He needed Tyler to mess up this room, considering the gap.
Yeah. Not really much which can happen now, for Tyler at least.
Well, he could definitely lose time, like Tengu 1 and 2 and stuff like that, but it's a massive gap that at this stage of the game would be very hard to make up.
Yeah.
Considering Tino has to go through Jejanum as well now.
Let's just hope for the best.
Tengu 0, basically.
Jejanum, aka a room which can instantly take your run. Okay.
A bit awkward, but that worked out. And he made the gap as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much auto-scrollers now for both players until
Yeah.
Tengu 1 starts.
So you are in this room, get this weird codex where Colonel goes a bit pega. And that was a really nice.
Did he try to answer the codec too early, Tino?
No clue. But like after these codecs, you get a few cutscenes in the codec with Snake, who gives you all of your stuff back and this really cool plate Tyler is swinging around right now. And then you have to swing your blade once. So the game sees, I know what I have to do to use the sword. And then there's a 45-second timer. You just have to stand there.
So pretty much just get to the end of the room now. Yeah, get to the end of the room as fast as you can. And then we do a door glitch over here but you're perfectly done by Tyler. You basically press against the wall, go into FPV, PPK, and then let go of FPV the moment Raiden starts kicking. His leg extends into the load zone behind that room, and you just go into the next room, skipping the fight.
Meanwhile, Tino throws around a bit with Snake.
Awkward readjustment, but
yeah,
as long as he's aiming up and shooting the tangos, he should be fine. So, you mentioned about Tengu 1 skip. There are skips for Tengu 2 as well. We know at least of 2 of them. It just happens to be the case that on very easy, it's actually just faster to fight the fight itself rather than bothering with any sort of skip. Back-to-back fish and mails for Tyler, which is usually a sign that you're on good pace for this fight.
Yeah, even if the fight can be controlled a little bit, it's still kind of RNG.
I'm curious what that.
Tangos love to troll.
I'm curious what the time on that fight was, because it actually did feel really fast.
Yeah. That was scary. You normally don't want to shoot the Tengu when he's right in your face.
I'm curious if Tyler's on PB pace. I think I'm trying to go over the run that he's had so far. I think Olga, awkward guard rush.
And hold continue.
He had to continue at hold too, didn't he? Or was that Tino?
No, that was Tino made the funny backup.
Yeah, that was Tyler. But overall, it's been a decent run by Tyler. All right, Tino's done with the fight. May look like that they're the exact same points in the run, but this is kind of a long auto-scroller. Just 2 more boss fights to go, Ray and Solidus, and a small torture sequence in between.
solid snake simulation. It's a
Oh
Oh,
no.
reproduce solid snake.
Yeah,
Commando. When Fox Out no longer exists
Is this stomp a one-shot on VE?
by VR.
you mean like a
I never,
one-shot kill?
yeah, I never saw
No,
that happen. Stomp.
it's on Euro. If
Okay.
he stomps directly on you on Euro, basically it's a one-shot kill, one-hit kill.
Okay.
What was kind of awkward there, I don't know if anybody noticed, the first Ray who was already dead was starting to shoot at Tyler. That can happen
Yeah.
sometimes when you get out of the usual loop, and sometimes, but it's kind of weird.
You mostly don't see it happen.
Apparently, Tino saved 11 seconds on Tengu 2. What the hell?
Well.
I wish I could gold Tengu 2 by that much. Alright, he's into Rays. Oh, we didn't get the hype.
No.
Yep, he wasn't fast enough with the first race, so
Rays
it
are a
wasn't
bit
an open mouth
strange.
damage. But he's through the fight. I think that was a slightly better fight than Tyler, though.
Yeah, it felt a little bit faster for sure.
The Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair.
Yeah, BMN correcting us. The stomp does 48 damage to your health on all difficulties,
Yeah.
but you have more health the lower
Yeah.
the difficulty. I think on Euro it's 30 health points is what you have, so 48 is an insta kill. Alright, Solidus for Tyler. Basically, Solidus likes to play defensive in phase 1, so we're going to bait his missiles, then go next to him and swipe him 3 times. And then in phase 2, he's going to be a bit more aggressive, so we're going to wait for him to attack us, and then counter-attack with 3 swipes.
Yeah, and there are several things you can do. You can either just block the attack Solidus throws at you, which is pretty RNG heavy. But this is what Tyler did there. Just wait out the attack, whatever he does. Or you can also parry the... Yeah, I just want to say, we just saw both.
Alright, that's
things
time
you
for
can do.
Tyler. GG's.
GG's.
Really good run from Tyler, other than a
Yeah,
couple of mistakes, but it felt like a good run from him.
you really did.
Tino's about to start Solidus. Same thing. Play defensive for the first phase, and then aggressive for phase 2.
Yeah. And I just remembered a third way of doing Solidus, which is the BMN way of doing it. He dodges a bit to the back as soon as Solidus dashes to him.
Yeah,
Which
you just
also
give your
looks pretty
back to
fancy.
Solidus. Yep. So if you go for the block method, ideally you want Solidus to give you his elbow instead of swiping 3 times,
Yeah.
which Tino got both times, and that's time for
Really
him.
nice.
Good race. Good race.
I'm gonna ask if one of them wants to join in. On comms. Okay. Seems like both don't want to join.
Yeah,
First,
they are shy folk. I don't blame them.
yeah.
But
Yeah, for scoring purposes, we are going to IGT.
I want to know what happened with Tino's Tengu 2 split.
Yeah, same.
yeah, I'd love to save 11 seconds. Like, world record would be free at that point. But this is really gonna tighten the playoff race. You're gonna have 7, 8, and 9 separated by 3 points. And if Makarov ends up beating Apache, which is a real possibility, it's going to be a 4-way battle for that last spot.
Yep, it will be. And it would be high AF.
Yeah, good stuff by both. A lot of high drama, a lot of Tino antics per usual in the core. So
The retinal scanner was so unfortunate. But yeah, that's MGS2 VE. Everything can happen.
yep, and we just have to mute the music, unfortunately, for DMCA copyright bullcrap purposes. So just play it safe.
You should sing the song for us.
No,
Nah,
no,
I'm having my own music.
no. I'm not a singer. I'll never be a singer. Ugh. All
I mean,
make
everyone is a singer. It's just a question if they're good or not.
What is wrong with Tino Split?
So yeah, Tino apparently say 13 seconds on Solidus.
We're getting sub-hour from Tino.
Did I delete my best splits?
Yeah. Yeah, if this is like a 59, then runs invalid.
It's going on the
Well,
board because it's completely legit.
Right. Obviously.
I'm just waiting for the print screening.
Any time predictions?
I think Tyler might be on 103 pace. I think the only mistake he had, like huge mistake I can think of, there was Harrier, and then there was a continue at
Hold 2.
I gonna
hold 2, so maybe
call-
104 pace actually.
I gonna call 104.20 for Tyler and
Oh my god,
105.10
104.20.
for Tino.
Yeah, there was the no swim glitch, but I think it was a generally good run by Tyler.
Yeah, he's been posting a lot
Yeah.
of 104s in league, so I mean it's probably gonna be a 104. I'd be kind of surprised if it was a 103. To be honest, I think there was just too many mistakes. A lot of little stuff. There was a lot of movement stuff, some bad cartwheels and bonks and stuff like that. It just adds up.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe 104. I'd say like 104.15 and then 105.22 or something.
Wait. That's interesting. Okay. So we better not say it, even if this would just be on YouTube. Because maybe it's against the TOS for them as well at one point.
Bonka TOS. But yeah. Few more minutes of credits and then we'll get these scores in the official books of the internet on leaguelobster.com.
Okay, any thoughts on the race?
It was amazing. Tino's on sub-hour pace.
Yep, clearly.
I'm totally legend. No,
Like
it was really nice.
like I mentioned in VoIP, we need to make a tutorial on Shell 1 Core for Tino.
Yeah, it's a shame that there's no tutorial on that already.
I feel like Tino, whenever he goes in that room, should like triple check what his menus are.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, this will basically... Tino will still be in the 7th spot even with the loss. He'll have 15 points. Tyler will actually move up to the 8 spot. And then Mac McD will be down to the 9 spot. They're going to have all 3 players separated by 3 points.
Yeah.
So super, super tight. And Mac McD and Tyler play week 11 the last week.
That's
So
going to be a good race.
that's going to be probably for the last spot.
Which
Like-
could also be interesting, just if you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
If Tino, Mac, and Tyler both win their next match, or their next matches, more like, okay, which is not possible. But hypothetically, if Makarov wins against Apache,
He's in it too.
Yeah.
He's in it, but who does he play week 11?
BMS.
Yeah. That's tough. That is a tall
tough.
order.
But we know that BMN also can slip. We saw it in week 1.
It was week 1 though. It was that's like
Yeah,
a,
but
that's a
we
season
saw that
ages
he
ago.
ago.
can slip.
Like sure, but man, with what BMN has been putting out with these mid
Yeah, that's also
102s,
true.
I don't know, man. Against Apache though, I think he has a good chance. It's still gonna be tough, but he's got a good chance.
If I would play this game more consistently, I would also have a chance the week after, but...
Hey, I could have a power outage, like...
No,
Yeah.
I was talking about the last week because I'm playing against Apache, so if we have a power outage, we both are screwed.
Alright. Worth paying for Tyler.
Alright, what do we got? Wow.
104.51.
Worse than I thought. Interesting.
Yeah, same.
And before
I mean,
Tino wins.
I really thought that he would be in the like 104, 10, 20-ish range.
Yeah.
That's strange. Alright.
Get ready for a tanker race.
Come
Would
on.
be the first tanker Tino has to do, and I would feel sorry for him at this point.
Alright, Tino coming up on score screen now. That was not a long gap. 106.09 says B-Man. Let's see.
104.50.
Almost a minute. Almost a
Yep.
full minute, but
I mean, I was pretty right with my almost a minute.
yeah. But yeah. So yeah, things are definitely tight for the last playoff spot, but
Yes.
yeah. Any final thoughts before we sign off?
I'm gonna go when this VOD is posted. I'm timing both Tino's and Tyler's Tango 2s.
That is fair. That is fair. But
I think they both did. Tino surprised me. Tyler seemed pretty fast. Seemed decent.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. But that will do it for week 9. 2 weeks to go, 10 matches left. Things are really tightening up. We do appreciate you for watching, and we will see you for the next